You're overwhelmed, aren't you? You wake up, and before your feet hit the ground, you're behind. A world of noise crashes in. Headlines, emails, opinions, obligations. Everyone wants something from you. Everyone wants to shape how you think, how you feel, what you fear. And here's the brutal truth. If you don't own your mind, someone else will. It could be the news cycle. It could be your boss. It could be the algorithm, or your past, or your doubt. The battlefield isn't out there, it's in here. And most people, they've already lost. They react, they rage, they spiral. One cruel comment ruins their day. One rejection destroys their confidence. They're soft, distracted, always chasing peace but never finding it. But what if you were different? Imagine this. Your mind is a fortress. High walls, no cracks. Inside, silence, power, clarity. No one gets in unless you let them. No insult reaches you unless you allow it. No fear controls you unless you invite it. That's what Stoicism offers. Not cold indifference, but unbreakable inner power. You're not here to escape life. You're here to command it. This is not self-help fluff. This is warrior philosophy. Born in collapse, forged in hardship. Tested by emperors, soldiers, prisoners, kings. Zeno, Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius. These men didn't write from ivory towers. They wrote from shipwrecks, from prison cells, from palaces drowning in betrayal and death. And they all discovered the same truth. You don't control the world, but you always control your response to it. And that makes you powerful. Stop asking for peace. Build it. Stop waiting for life to get easier. Get stronger. Stop begging for people to understand you. Understand yourself. That's what this is. This isn't a lecture. It's a transformation. You're not watching this to be inspired. You're here to remember who the hell you are. You've been lied to. They told you to seek comfort, to chase likes, to avoid pain, to never fail, to numb everything that hurts. And how's that working out for society? We are drowning in comfort and starving for meaning. We have everything, but we are nothing inside. But you're waking up now. You're ready to reclaim the only thing you ever truly own, your mind. Welcome to Mind Like a Fortress. This is your first step. Now breathe. It's time to train. So what is Stoicism? It's not some outdated philosophy for monks in robes. It's not cold-hearted, and it's definitely not passive. Stoicism is the discipline of power. Power over yourself, over your reactions, over your time, your choices, your path. Most people live like leaves in the wind. They go where emotion blows them. They chase whatever is loudest, latest, easiest. But the Stoic? He plants his feet. He thinks when others react. He chooses action when others hesitate. He remains calm when others break. The 4 pillars, you don't need anything else. Every Stoic built their life on just 4 unshakable pillars. Master these and no storm can move you. Wisdom, know what matters. Know what doesn't. See through noise. Think clearly. This is your sword, sharp, precise, deadly. Wisdom means you don't waste time on things that don't move your life forward. You don't argue for ego. You don't chase every opportunity, only the right ones. You don't need more advice. You need less distraction. Courage to face what's hard. Do what's right, even when it terrifies you. Especially then, courage isn't a feeling. It's a decision. It's waking up when you're tired. Speaking truth when it's easier to stay silent. Starting when you're scared. Continuing when you're broken. It's not that Stoics don't feel fear, it's that they don't bow to it. Just deserve something greater than yourself. Don't just succeed. Contribute. This is the Stoic secret. Your life is not just yours. The stronger you become, the more you lift others. Justice doesn't mean being weak. It means being useful. It means leading without ego, acting without applause, loving without condition. Temperance, master your appetites. Say no, cut excess. Stay sharp. Temperance is the razor. The self-control to not binge, not rage, not collapse. It's why Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, wrote nightly to himself, "Do not be ruled by pain or pleasure. You are not a slave." Temperance means you know who's in control, not the craving, not the scrolling. You. The Stoic doesn't chase the world. He shapes himself and lets the world catch up. The dichotomy, what you can control and what you never will. Here's the principle that flips everything. There are only 2 categories in life. Things you can control, things you cannot. Your actions, yours. Your character, yours. Your effort, your decisions, your thoughts, all yours. Everything else, not yours. Your past, not yours anymore. Other people's opinions, never yours. Politics, traffic, weather, Instagram, fate, markets, not yours. Not ever. The Stoic wastes 0 seconds on the uncontrollable. Why? Because it's suicide by distraction. Most people lose their lives to things they could never change. The Stoic wins his life by focusing only on what he can. Every time something triggers you, stop. Ask one question. Is this within my control? If yes, act with clarity. If no, let it burn. You don't need to fix the world. You need to master your domain. The momentum. Action over words. Here's another truth. You don't think your way into greatness. You act your way into clarity. The Stoics were doers. Marcus Aurelius led armies. Seneca advised emperors. Epictetus taught under threat of death. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They didn't wait until their emotions aligned. They moved. That's your blueprint. Don't wait until you feel confident. Take the first step. Don't wait for motivation. Build discipline. Don't wait for peace. Create it. You can have results or excuses. Never both. The modern Stoic's mantra: I do not chase approval. I do not react to noise. I do not waste time. I move with purpose. I live with clarity. I master myself. Emotions. Master the storm. Most people think Stoicism is about suppressing emotions. They're wrong. Stoicism isn't about feeling less. It's about being ruled by less. You can feel grief and stay grounded. You can feel fear and still act. You can feel anger and still choose restraint. The Stoic doesn't become emotionless. He becomes undefeated. Anger is weakness in disguise. You think anger makes you strong? No, it makes you easy to control. Anyone can make you mad. They control you. A comment, a glance, a delay. Boom. You're triggered. You've lost your power. Seneca called anger brief madness. He didn't say suppress it. He said pause. The best cure for anger is delay. Next time you feel the fire, do this. Breathe. Do nothing. Say, this anger will not control me. Ask, what's beneath this? What do I fear? You'll find it's never really about what they said. It's about what you haven't healed. Anxiety is imagination gone rogue. Anxiety is your mind rehearsing failure, a movie you wrote and forgot you're the writer. Epictetus said, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about things. You're not reacting to reality. You're reacting to a story you made up. You don't fear the future. You fear a version of it that doesn't exist. Practice Stoic calm. Ask, is this happening now? Answer, no. Then I will not suffer twice. Action. Focus on what you can do today. You don't need more coping mechanisms. You need to rewrite the script in your head. Fear of death is fear of life. Most people tiptoe through life, hoping they'll arrive safely at death. Not the Stoic. The Stoic doesn't fear death. He uses it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. This isn't morbid. It's liberating. You don't have time to waste. You don't have energy for grudges. You don't have space for small talk and shallow living. Memento mori is a gift. A reminder to live now. Emotion is a messenger, not your master. All emotion comes with a question. Anger asks, what boundary was crossed? Anxiety asks, where am I trying to control the uncontrollable? Sadness asks, what have I lost and what does it teach me? Joy asks, what is aligned right now? The Stoic listens, learns, then chooses. Not reaction, not repression. Response. That's power. You don't become calm by accident. You train for it. Like a warrior. Here's your mental gym. 1. Negative visualization. Premeditatio malorum. Don't fear loss. Rehearse it. He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand. Seneca. Imagine losing what you love, not to suffer, but to appreciate. Close your eyes and say, this could all be gone tomorrow. This may be the last time I see the sunrise. This person, this breath, this moment is a gift. The result? Gratitude like steel. Presence like fire. 2. Voluntary discomfort. Modern comfort is a trap. You grow soft. You forget your strength. The Stoic chooses discomfort to sharpen the will. Sleep on the floor. Take cold showers. Fast for a day. Walk without music. Strip life down to its essentials. Then ask, is this what I feared? You'll realize you need far less, and you are far stronger than you think. Daily reflection before bed. Don't scroll. Don't numb. Reflect. Marcus Aurelius did it every night in meditations. Seneca called it self-interrogation. Ask, what did I do well today? Where did I fail to live like a Stoic? What can I improve tomorrow? Do this daily and you will become unstoppable. Everyone sounds wise when life is easy, but when everything falls apart, when you're broke, humiliated, betrayed, alone, that's when philosophy stops being a theory and becomes your only weapon. This is where the weak collapse, and the Stoic becomes unshakable. James Stockdale. The Stoic in hell. Imagine this. You're a Navy pilot. Your jet is shot down over North Vietnam. You eject. Break a leg. You're captured. You spend the next 7 years as a prisoner of war, tortured, starved, beaten. No end in sight. No rescue. No rights. That was Admiral James Stockdale's reality. But he had one advantage. He'd studied Epictetus. He didn't waste time hoping the world would be fair. He accepted the pain and focused only on what he could control. His mind. His code. His soul. He became a leader to other prisoners. He created covert communication systems. He survived and helped others do the same. After his release, he wrote, "I never lost faith in the end of the story. I never doubted, not only that I would get out, but that I would prevail and turn this experience into the defining event of my life." That's Stoicism. Not just calm, but clarity under torture. Seneca. Stoic in front of death. He was a philosopher, a playwright, and advisor to Emperor Nero. But when Nero turned paranoid, he ordered Seneca to kill himself. A death sentence, carried out by your own hand. Most would beg. Collapse. Panic. Seneca calmly opened his veins. He spoke to friends as he bled out. He even dictated philosophical thoughts during the process. He didn't just talk about not fearing death, he lived it. Viktor Frankl, meaning in the camps not a Stoic in name, but in essence. Frankl survived Auschwitz. He lost his family, saw starvation, humiliation, evil up close. But what saved him? The idea that meaning could be chosen, even in hell. He wrote, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." That space, that pause, is pure Stoicism. Your crisis is your crucible. You don't need to be tortured to suffer. Sometimes pain is quieter, but just as lethal. The loss that broke you, the betrayal that changed you, the addiction you hide, the dream that collapsed. And here's the hard truth. Nobody is coming to save you, but you can save yourself. And Stoicism is the tool. How to fight with Stoicism in real life. This isn't theory. Here's how you use Stoicism when everything's on fire. 1. Don't say why me, say what now life hits hard. The Stoic doesn't whine, doesn't wallow. They pivot. What is this here to teach me? What part of me needs to grow? What virtue is being called for right now? Pain is a messenger, not a punishment. 2. Let go of the outcome. You do what's right, and let the chips fall. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Marcus Aurelius, focus on the input. Forget the result. Control your words, your breath, your next move. Release their reaction. The win, the timeline. 3. Move. One step forward. In despair? Lost? Numb? Don't overthink. Move. Clean your space. Write a sentence. Do 10 push-ups. Call someone. Pray. Walk. Progress, no matter how small, reclaims power. 4. Reflect. Not collapse. When crisis hits, the weak distract. The Stoic reflects. Ask, where did I lose discipline? Where did I let ego rule? What would Marcus do right now? You can either numb or you can know. Choose knowledge. 5. Keep the journal. Make the mind visible. Your mind is a battlefield. Writing is your map. Every Stoic kept a journal. Not to impress, but to survive. Track your days. Note what angered you, what you feared, what you mastered. Build a pattern. Reclaim control. Stoicism in the modern world. Calm in the chaos. You don't need a toga to be a Stoic. You need self-control in a world built on distraction. You need discipline in an era of indulgence. You need clarity where everyone's yelling. You need to be unshakable in the age of emotional instability. That's Stoicism. And here's what it looks like now. Stoicism in relationships. Relationships are where most people lose control. We expect people to behave like we want, to understand us without words, to love us the way we love them. And when they don't, we collapse. The Stoic doesn't base peace on another person's behavior. They focus on their side of the street. You always own the decision to be kind, to be patient, to be honest. Not to control the other, but to master yourself. When angry, pause. When misunderstood, clarify, don't accuse. When betrayed, release. Don't beg. Stoicism at work, your boss screams. Deadlines crush you. Colleagues play politics. You don't need to win the workplace. You need to stay in control. The Stoic works with excellence, not ego. You do the work, whether you're praised or not. You don't gossip, you lead. You don't react to toxic, you rise above it. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. You don't prove your worth. You embody it. Stoicism and money is a tool, not a god. And that's where most people lose the game. They think more money equals more peace. But without Stoic discipline, more money equals more slavery. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome, and still practiced voluntary poverty, because he knew. Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool. You don't need to own less. You need to be owned by less. Make money. Build freedom. But don't sell your peace to get it. Stoicism and social media scroll. Compare. Rage. Scroll. Numb. Scroll. Envy. Modern life is engineered to trigger you. You are the product, and your attention is for sale. The Stoic knows. You become what you consume. Ask yourself, is this post making me better? Am I comparing or growing? Am I using this or is it using me? Control your feed. Control your focus. Control your mind. Stoicism and mental health, you're not weak if you feel pain. You're human, but you are in control of how you meet that pain. The Stoic path is not about pretending everything's okay. It's about responding with strength. Go to therapy if you need to. Ask for help. But don't drown in emotion. Observe it. Learn from it. And act with virtue. You don't heal by escaping reality. You heal by facing it, like a warrior. Stoicism and conflict, people offend you, challenge you, misunderstand you. Good. A Stoic sees conflict as training. No man is harmed by another. He is only harmed by his own opinion of the harm. Choose the high road. Always. Silence, revenge, clarity, chaos, peace, being right. Being triggered is easy. Being composed is power. Modern Stoic checklist. Wake up before the world grabs you. Write in your journal before your phone. Move your body. Sharpen the vessel. Focus on one task with full presence. Delay gratification. Train willpower. Read ancient wisdom daily. Say less. Do more. Reflect nightly. Sleep with intention. Live like a philosopher, without saying a word. You don't need to call yourself a Stoic. You need to live like one. Let your stillness speak. Let your discipline shine. Let your calm rattle the chaotic. Be tolerant with others, strict with yourself. Marcus Aurelius. The modern Stoic doesn't preach. He becomes the example. Daily discipline, living like a Stoic. Every damn day, philosophy is not something you read. It's something you do. You don't become a Stoic by understanding ideas. You become a Stoic by living them in small, consistent, powerful ways. Discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom. This is how you build your mind like a fortress, one day at a time. Morning ritual. Command the day before the world takes it. The moment you wake up, you're at war. Against noise, against chaos, against laziness. A Stoic wins the day before it begins. 5-minute Stoic morning practice. Don't touch your phone. Your thoughts are your temple. Don't let noise in yet. Say aloud, I will act with clarity, courage, temperance, and justice today. Visualize challenges, traffic, anger, emails. See them. Rehearse your response. Set one virtue-based goal. Not make money, but speak honestly. Not finish task, but work with excellence. Cold water, cold mind. Move your body. Your body is your first battlefield. Win it. Stoic journaling. Yes, every day. Your mind is fog without reflection. Marcus Aurelius wrote in secret every night. That's how Meditations was born. Journaling isn't about feeling better. It's about seeing clearer. Write 3 things. Where did I act like a Stoic today? Where did I lose control? Why? What will I do differently tomorrow? Do this for 30 days, and you'll stop being reactive. You'll become surgical. Control your tongue, control your life. Most pain comes from words said in haste. Most regret is born from silence that should have been kept. The Stoic watches his tongue like a sword, because it cuts. Better to trip with the feet than the tongue. Zeno practice restraint. Count to 5 before speaking when triggered. Ask, is this true? Is this necessary? Is this kind? Let others speak first. Listen twice. Speak once. You don't need to say more. You need to mean more. Stoic breath. Reset the mind through the body. You don't need apps. You need breath. The Stoics used breath to return to the moment, to reset under pressure. Try this. The 4-2-6 reset. Inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. Repeat for 2 minutes when overwhelmed. This isn't woo, this is neurological control. The body obeys the breath. The mind follows the body. Memento mori, the nightly close, you could die tonight. That's not dark, that's focus. The Stoic ends the day like a warrior sheathing his sword. I have done my part, the rest is not mine. If I wake tomorrow, I will continue. If I do not, I am ready. Say it, write it, feel it, not to fear death, but to stop wasting life. Weekly Stoic rituals, beyond daily. A few powerful weekly disciplines. Day of silence, no media, no music, no speech unless necessary. Reclaim inner stillness. 1 voluntary hardship, walk far, fast, long, sleep short. Train discomfort. 1 act of radical service, help someone without reward. Build justice. 1 hour of solitude, think, walk, reflect. Reset clarity. Stoicism is not a phase. It's a code. This isn't a self-help routine. This is your identity. You don't ask for life to be easier. You ask to become greater. And every choice, every bite, breath, word, action is a brick in your fortress. Discipline builds self-respect. Clarity builds power. Stillness builds strength. That's the Stoic path. Final act. Build your fortress. The world will not slow down for you. It will not become kinder. It will not ask permission before breaking your plans, your peace, your heart. So stop waiting for it to change. Change you. The Stoics never promised comfort. They promised control, not of fate, but of self. They didn't teach you how to make the world bend to your will. They taught you how to stand straight when it doesn't. You are not your emotions. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not what they say. You are what you do, right now. You want peace? Build it. You want strength? Earn it. You want clarity? Cut the noise. You want purpose? Choose it. There is no secret. There is no shortcut. There is no guru. There is only discipline. Only the next action. Only the code. Live with virtue. Act with honor. Hold the line. Even if no one is watching. Even if no one understands. Even if no one thanks you. Especially then. Let others chase comfort. You chase command. Let others be ruled by fear. You rule your own mind. Let others drift. You build your fortress. This world is chaos. So be the calm. This world is weak. So be the strength. This world is loud. So be the silence. You are not here to be average. You are not here to be reactive. You are not here to die full of regret. You are here to be undeniable. So start today. Start now. Act with courage. Think with wisdom. Speak with clarity. Serve with justice. Live with temperance. And when death comes, as it always does, you'll smile. Because you will have lived like a Stoic.